Hello there. Don't you hate it how you are so addicted to your phone? You feel helpless. You cannot do anything about it. And even when you try to do something without realizing, without even being aware, you find yourself going back to using it. And even if you're not like that, this small device has become integrated into everything in your life. You cannot get it off. It's part of your life, it's part of your personal life, it's part of your social life, it's part of your job. Maybe it isn't exactly the case for you, but the way, and I'll get to why what I mean and how to deal with it. It's in a way part of the main thing in your life. So, what do I mean and how does it work, etc.? When you're not doing anything, the first thing you go to, and this has become a natural physical appearance, is you're holding your phone and you're latching down, and this is the way you look. This, I'm not sure if I'm showing it. Let me see. This has become the default human physical shape. And it's not right, it's wrong. If you go back 20 years, maybe, and you see someone looking like that, you'd be like, what's wrong with that person? And that's not even the problem itself. The problem is, I remember when you used to call the things on social media, we used to call them timeline, the timeline. Now it's called feed. We're like cattle and they are feeding us. Well, my feed is built by the algorithm. And I read something today, like, and I hate that I was using my phone, obviously, where someone, it's just like a reel, a video, whatever. And the top comment was, "This is nice, but I don't appreciate it being on my feed." Ah, the mental image that I'm getting is not pleasant. It's not nice. It's the image of a cattle being presented with feed, and the cattle is displeased with it. And it's like, I don't like this on my feed. Do you even listen to yourself? I'm gonna build you up and break you down and then build you up again. You are a majestic creation of God. You're an amazing human being. You are unique. Nothing like you will come again, and nothing like you was created before. You realize that. Yet you are so weak. You are limited in such a way that you're aware of it and you're not doing anything about it. This is the breaking down. Now, back to building you up again. You shouldn't be this weak. You shouldn't allow yourself to be so limited. Throw this thing away. God, I don't know if I want to throw it. See? Throw it away. I have protection on my phone. It's not going to break. It's fine. You should not subscribe to these technological shackles. Break out of them. And here's the thing. You know how I said it used to be called timeline? Social media, when you open it, I think it didn't have ads. I think. Yeah, it didn't have ads. And it was like the 50 people that I knew, or admired or cared about that were posting. And they would post things that were basic. They were not selling me anything. Hey guys, this is the new work of art that I created. Or, you know what? This morning I had coffee and something tasted weird in it. However, it's fine. It didn't ruin my day. I still intend to make my own coffee later during the day. It was so basic. It had nothing, there was no hook, there was no enticing of emotions. It was just basic. And it was someone that I cared about. It was someone that I was aware had terrible coffee in the morning, and they will have a better cup of coffee later in the evening. And maybe we would meet up later today, and it's just like talking to a person you care about, and that's it. Now, oh boy, you have to compete with the algorithm and how to hook and how to be enticing. And I think here's I wish I didn't throw my phone away. Anyway, I'll describe this to you. If you use an app like Instagram, you have been pushed away, the social, the person, the human being, into such a tiny corner where if you want to express yourself, it's like a bubble inside your, I think, the messaging arrow thing, and you only get to write like 20 characters. Or you get to share what you're listening to right now. And if you, sure, you can use your stories. You can post a story. You can post whatever you want. But people don't do that anymore because you're not enticed to do so. I'm not sure what the hell is going on, but it does not look organic. It does not feel organic. It feels so messed up. And it's the same thing everywhere else. I still post on Twitter because I just want to write, and I've been doing that the whole time. Albeit, I don't do it as often. I still do it. I enjoy it. I started posting on my own website where I am more so sharing my writings there because there is no character limit, and I don't have to pay a premium or a premium plus or a premium XXL plus bro, whatever. I just post on my website. I do pay for it annually, but I want to have a website, so it's like hitting two birds with one stone. And I'm not sure why do we even say hitting two birds? Who would hit birds? Anyway, it's like since I want a website, I can post there. I was like, you know what? I'll do both. So anyway, whatever is going on. So I'll get to what's going on. Back when social media had limitation, it was part of the fun of it. On Instagram, you only post pictures. Nice. Okay. On whatever it was called, Vine, you have a limiting time to post a video, and it had to be squared. The limiting was an invitation for creativity. On Twitter, it used to be 70 or 140 or whatever. I think they doubled it and then they doubled it again. 70 characters. Get creative, write in that short amount of space. Now it's an addiction. The limitless scrolling. You know, I still remember when you scroll up. Now, obviously, you scroll down. When you scroll up and you reach the last post, which was like 20, 30 minutes ago, that's it. You close it. You come back in 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe later that evening to see what's going on, and that's it. Now it's infinite scrolling, infinite feed, infinite addiction to the phone. By the way, part of the reason I think I'm posting to Twitter, not Twitter, I'm posting to YouTube and also to my, well, I call it podcast, but basically it's me rambling, me sharing things that I find useful, exploring the mind, exploring the soul on Mind Universe, my podcast, is because I just do it and I'm allowed this room of expression without having to sell anything. People who listen to this want to listen to it. It didn't come by accident, and there is no hook, there is no whatever, there's no element of enticing the emotions so people can continue to be hunched down watching on their phone. Yeah, I'm not sure even you see this or not. Anyway, not hunching down on your phone like this. So I think that's part of the reason I'm leaning more towards YouTube and this, what is called long form videos. I want to stop even calling it content. Content. When did we start calling it content? You're an artist and you create art. No, no, no. You create content. You're a writer and you write and express. You used to be called a creative writer. What's it called? There's another form of writing. But anyway, now it's called content. I wish I can show you my screen. I'll try. Hold on. Let me. Yep. See, I'm trying to create an axe based on this work of art here in Blender, and I'm enjoying it. I'm just doing it for myself. And let me get back. And I'm not doing it to post it anywhere. I'm just enjoying the work of art, the process. I want to do something in 3D for myself. I might post it online, but I'm not even calling it content. I'm just sharing a form of art that I love. And maybe it's a one man act of rebellion against the state of affair, the state of technology that we are in. And I don't care if nobody sees it. I don't care if through the first 10 seconds, maybe even 4 seconds, people closed this because I'm not selling them anything. I'm doing this for myself and for those who care enough to enjoy this, to find value in it. And also, and I'll end with this. And I know if you say, well, this is the conclusion, people will click away and stop listening. I don't care. I am doing this for the love of the passion, the art. Anyway, so I'll conclude with this. This is an invitation for you to express without the incorporation of art and expression. So, yeah, take care.